Big money, big money, big money, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies. Fuck! What's going on, ladies and gents, boys and girls, guardians of all ages, Joker back again, once again, and today, people, today we're here to talk about the New Year's fluffing Bungie delivered to the Destiny community. The proverbial load, one might say, fired all over our collective backsides, after which Bungie didn't even have the decency to cuddle us and call us their little pogchamp. Tortured metaphor about getting reamed aside. How about that final dawning reward, ladies and gents, boys and girls, guardians of all ages? So, because every video is somebody's first, over the course of the month of December and into January, Bungie held an event known as the Dawning. Part Martha Stewart-inspired bake-a-thon that couldn't even be bothered to make baking cookies into like a mini game, you know, like one of those cooking mini games that you see in, well, basically any game with cooking, because that might have people asking, why doesn't Destiny have a proper crafting system? After all, who would want a proper crafting system in an MMO? No one, never, not even once. The other part of this event was a community contest to generate Dawning Essence, or whatever it was called. This event was doomed to fail from the start, and it was failing so badly that Bungie had to basically increase everybody's essence gains, incentivizing people to hop back onto Destiny and drudge through the last step over New Year's weekend. Now, of course, if I had it my way, the event would have failed outright, but the Destiny community does love their loot hamster wheels with vague promises of sticks and or carrots at the end. And as I'm sure you've gathered from this soliloquy thus far, the reward was not worth the effort, unless that reward was supposed to be the friends we made along the way. Because remember, it's not about the end game, it's about the friend game. Digressions aside, so the reward for mind-numbingly grinding out the same content over and 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 over again for hours upon hours for weeks for the better part of a month was basically the same reward that you could get from a half an hour long nightfall. Now, of course, I've heard it said,
"But Joker, we should give Bungie a break. This was a free reward from a free event."
At which point I would like to remind people that Bungie fully expected hundreds of thousands, if not more people, to log in every day over the holidays, mind you, for hours at a time to do nothing more than figure out the most efficient way to grind out one material. The sheer and utter arrogance of a decision like that is breathtaking. No, really, brass fucking balls to whomever thought that was a good idea. And all this grinding was for what? What did people spend hours, days, weeks, the better part of a month grinding for? Some baubles that are largely irrelevant and you could have gotten in less than an hour grinding out a nightfall. To say that the rewards do not fit the work expected to unlock them would be a criminal understatement of how utterly nonsensical all of this is. I mean, my expectations were low, but fuck Bungie, come on. You know who I feel bad for, however? The people that toiled away to unlock shit for fuck. Because there was at least a reason to suspect something might be unlocked via this event. Or this event might lead to something. I mean, you had Trials unlocking with the Imperium Foundation, you had Bastion unlocking with the Corridors of Time, you had Heir Apparent, which was tangentially tied to the Guardian games, you had Fellwinter's Lie with the Warmind Towers, one of, if not the best PvP shotguns. And while in my opinion, none of those events were ever worth the time of day or effort put into them, I mean, fuck it, come on guys, real talk. It's not like Bungie wasn't going to release Fellwinters or Bastion or Trials of Osiris if these events failed. They invested far too much time and effort into these things for them not to release. These events are just Luke Smith jerking himself off for being a scarab lord in World of Warcraft. Except, you know, in World of Warcraft, when they had this community event where people had to gather all these materials together, you want to know what the reward for that one was? 2 raids. A 20-man raid and a 40-man raid, but hey, you know, fucking details. Like, Lukey boy, if you're going to desperately cling to this idea that Destiny is somehow, someway, through some Herculean leap in logic that us mere mortals will never be able to comprehend, an MMO, and not just, I don't know, Halo with extra steps or Borderlands with less content, maybe, just maybe, try stealing the shit from other MMOs that doesn't suck. You know, like the actual fucking content. I know, novel concept, but hey, fucking details. At the end of the day, what is there really to say about this shit show? These types of events need to fucking die. Or, if we have to have them, at least have the decency to tie them to something worth the fucking effort. But hey, those are just my thoughts. Let me know yours in the comments below. Remember to like, but only if you did. Subscribe for more. Feel free to donate to my Patreon if you're feeling particularly generous. But above all else, stay frosty.